This week, we will be studying stems 21 through 24. The first stem this week is micro. Micro means small. The first sample is microchip, which is a noun. It's a group of tiny electric circuits on a small piece of silicone. The second sample that uses the stem micro is micromanage, which is a verb. It means to control every part down to the smallest detail. Pick two more words from the next slide to help you understand this stem. Be sure to pause the video to completely fill in your chart. Microscope is a noun. It's an optical instrument used for viewing very small objects. Microphone, microcosm, which is a noun and a miniature version of a community, place, or situation that has the same characteristics as the bigger version. Other words that use the stem micro are microwave, microsecond, microorganism, which is a noun. It's a microscopic organism, especially a bacterium, virus, or fungus. And finally, antimicrobial. Go ahead, pause the video, pick two that will help you remember what the stem micro means. Now it's time to write a complete sentence using two different words from your list to show your understanding of the word and its definition. Be sure to show what the word means rather than just tell. Write good 6th grade sentences with lots of detail and elaboration. Go ahead and pause the video. After you finish completing writing your 2 sentences, I'll share my 2 sentences. Here's my first example. My mom told me to clean the bathroom, but then felt like she needed to micromanage everything I was doing. Here's my second example. The disease is caused by a microorganism, and several bacteria are responsible. Double check. Did you use a capital letter, correct ending punctuation, and your very best spelling? Stem 22, miss, which means wrong. Here's the first example, misunderstood. Misunderstand, It's a verb. It means fails to understand or wrongly understand. The second example is misread, which is a verb. It means reading something incorrectly or wrong. Pick 2 sample words to include in your notes. Be sure to write down all parts of speech as well as definition. Misbehave, misconduct, misdemeanor, misdiagnose, mishap, which is a noun, it's an unlucky incident, and misprint. Words that are not connected to the definition wrong are missile and mission. Go ahead, pause the video, pick 2. Pause the video again. Write your 2 sentences. Be sure to check to see if the sentence shows what the word means rather than just tells. Here are my examples. Overtired interns are more likely to misdiagnose patients or prescribe the wrong medications. And finally, if I misread the directions on my assignment, I will get them all wrong. On to stem 23, mono. Mono means alone or one. The first example of a word that uses mono is monotone, which is an adjective. It's a sound with one tone that doesn't change. Another example is monopolize, which is a verb. It means to take complete control or keep it all to oneself. After I've gone through the examples, make sure to pause the video and pick 2 more that will help you remember what the stem mono means. Here are some more examples. Monorail, monarchy, monochromatic, which is an adjective containing or using only one color, monocle, monogram, monologue, which is a noun. It's a long speech given by one character or performer in a play, movie, or TV show. And finally, monosyllabic, which is an adjective. It's a word or utterance with one syllable. Words that are not connected to the definition one or alone are kimono. Pause the video before going on to write your sentences. Next up, Write 2 sentences that show, rather than tell, what the definite of each word means. Here's my first example. Preschoolers often make monochromatic drawings using their favorite color. Notice how that shows what the word monochromatic means rather than just tells. Based on the sentence, I know that monochromatic must mean only one color, because it says that the preschooler uses their favorite color in their drawing. Here's the second example. Queen Elizabeth II has been the head of the monarchy in Britain since 1952. Step number 24, mort, which means die or death. The first example of a word that uses the stem mort is mortal. It's an adjective or a noun. It means subject to death, a human being. Mortician is a noun as well. It's an undertaker or funeral director. Here are some more words that use the stem mort. Go ahead and pick 2 to write in your notes. Make sure to write the part of speech as well as the definition. Morgue, mortally, which is an adverb causing death. Immortal, which is an adjective. It means that someone can live forever. They never die. Postmortem, rigor mortis, mortality, and mortgage. Go ahead and write your 2 sentences, and then I will share my 2 examples. Did you remember to use a capital letter, correct ending punctuation, and your best spelling? Double check. Here are my examples. The infant mortality rate is the number of deaths per 1,000 births. The U.S. has an infant mortality rate of 5.82, but the world infant mortality rate is 30 1/10. Rigor mortis happens several hours after death because oxygen is no longer entering the cells for respiration.